This isn't just myth or ancient history. It's something deeper, something that's always been with us. Mothers across the world, from every age and culture, have shared the same fear. Something out there wants their child, something female, twisted, hungry. She doesn't care if it's day or night. If you live in a city or a village, she finds her way in. Sometimes she has wings, sometimes claws. Sometimes she looks like a grieving woman in white. Lilith, Lamashtu, Pontianak, Churel, La Llorona. Different names, same nightmare. These are the demonesses who stalk the womb, the cradle, and the silence between breaths. These are the eaters of the innocent. It doesn't matter where you go, east or west, ancient or modern, this dark figure keeps showing up. She might wear a different face, speak a different language, or haunt a different type of home. But her purpose is always the same: to steal life at its most fragile. Across cultures, she's feared not just as a monster, but as a symbol of grief, guilt, and the unexplainable loss that haunts generations. Some say she's a fallen mother. Others say she's a cursed soul. But what's truly unsettling is how much these legends, from completely different parts of the world, resemble each other. It's as if humanity, no matter where it's rooted, has always been haunted by the same shadow. In this video, we're going to explore these demonesses, name by name, region by region, and uncover the eerie traits they all seem to share. Lilith, the first night demoness. She's often seen as the beginning, the first face of this ancient fear. In Jewish folklore, Lilith was said to be Adam's first wife, created from the same earth. But when she refused to be submissive, she was cast out of Eden. She didn't weep. She didn't beg. She transformed. Banished and bitter, she became a night demon, a predator of infants and pregnant women. So feared was Lilith that mothers used to hang protective amulets over cradles, etched with angels' names to keep her away, a symbol of rebellion, of vengeance, and maybe of something far older that wore her name to step into legend. Lamashtu, the mother of monsters. But even older than Lilith is Lamashtu. She comes from the cradle of civilization, Sumer, Akkad, Babylon. Lamashtu was not merely a demon, she was a goddess turned monstrous, part woman, part lion, part donkey, and entirely feared. She stalked pregnant women, slipped into homes to steal newborns, and drank their blood. Even the mighty demon Pazuzu, the one made famous by The Exorcist, was invoked to protect against her. She wasn't hidden. She was carved in stone, feared in ritual, and remembered for millennia. Rangda, the demon queen of Bali. She's not just a legend, she's a force. In the rituals of Bali, her face is unforgettable: bulging eyes, a lolling tongue, fanged teeth, and long gray hair like tangled smoke. Rangda, the widow queen, is the embodiment of chaos, black magic, and death. According to Balinese lore, she was once a powerful woman, a queen named Mahendra Datta, betrayed and exiled, humiliated, wronged, and from that injustice, something ancient awoke. She unleashed an army of evil spirits. She fed on infants. She haunted pregnant women. She became the terror of the island. But Rangda is not just a villain. In Bali, she's a necessary evil, the shadow half of the world, locked in eternal battle with Barong, the lion spirit of protection. Their war plays out in ceremonial dances. The Barong dance, where spectators don't just watch a story, they watch balance unfold. Even today, she is feared. she is honored, and her mask, monstrous and divine, hangs in temples as a warning. This is what rage can become. This is what happens when grief meets power. Ummus Sabiyan. In Islamic folklore, she's known not by her form, but by her effect. Ummus Sabiyan, the mother of the demons, is rarely described in detail, but her presence is deeply feared. She causes miscarriages. She haunts newborns. She whispers in the ears of women at their most vulnerable moments. Some scholars believe she may be a cultural echo of Lamashtu, carried forward through centuries under a new name. And, like the others, she's not easily driven away unless the right words, the sacred prayers, the divine verses are spoken. Gello, the Greek ghost of dead girls. From the ancient world of Greece comes Gello, once a young girl who died before marriage. But death did not bring her peace. She returned, it is said, as a spirit twisted by jealousy and rage, targeting infants and young mothers. In Byzantine texts, she appears again and again, and exorcisms were written just for her. People wore special charms and recited sacred names to keep her away from the cradle. She was not forgotten. She evolved into a warning. Abyzou, the green-eyed demon of infertility. Abyzou appears in Christian demonology, a female spirit with hollow eyes and envy in her bones. She was blamed for miscarriages, stillbirths, infertility, the silent pain with no clear cause, often described with fish-like traits or a twisted half-human body. But always, she was driven by one thing: jealousy. Jealous of fertile women, jealous of the life she couldn't have. And again, we see the same story: an unseen force, a stolen child, and a desperate attempt to keep her out. Lamia, the cursed beauty, another Greek tale, but with a tragic twist. Lamia was once a beautiful queen, loved by Zeus, but when Hera found out, she cursed Lamia to lose all her children. Driven mad by grief, Lamia became a monster, devouring other children to fill the void left in her heart. Her story blends beauty and horror, sorrow and rage. And like others on this list, her transformation was not just punishment, it was possession. Pontianak, the ghost of the womb. In Southeast Asia, she is known as Pontianak, a ghost born from a woman who died during childbirth. She is beautiful until she isn't, lurking near banana trees, appearing to men on lonely roads, or slipping into homes where a baby has just arrived. Pontianak is always close. Sometimes she smells like frangipani, sometimes like blood. She is the embodiment of a death that never found rest. Churel, the witch of regret. In India and Pakistan, she is called Churel, a woman who died in childbirth or was wronged by her family. She rises again, not out of love, but out of vengeance. Churel often takes the form of a beautiful woman to lure men, but she is especially feared near newborns and pregnant women. One look at her backward feet, and you'll know it's already too late. Sometimes she lives in graveyards, sometimes just behind your house. Obayifo, the energy vampire. Across the forests of West Africa, the Obayifo is whispered about, a witch who feeds not on blood, but on energy. She walks among people by day, and by night, her spirit slips from her body to drain the life of children. She may leave the child sick or worse. In Ashanti tradition, she is a constant threat, unpredictable, hidden in plain sight, and always hungry for innocence. La Llorona, the Wailing Woman. And finally, there's La Llorona, a spirit soaked in sorrow, a mother who drowned her own children in a fit of rage or madness, and now cries for them forever. She wanders riversides, weeping, searching, calling, and sometimes mistaking other children for her own. They say if you hear her cry, stay inside, because La Llorona doesn't just mourn, she takes. From the deserts of Mesopotamia to the jungles of Southeast Asia, from ancient scrolls to modern ghost stories, the pattern is clear. Across time, across language, across religion, we keep telling the same tale. A woman, a shadow, a presence that comes for the unborn, the newborn, the vulnerable, whether it's Lilith, Lamashtu, Pontianak, or La Llorona. Her name may change, but her hunger never does. Each culture swears she's real. Each mother fears she still walks among us. So ask yourself this: are these just myths that reflect our ancient fears? Or have we been seeing the same entity all along, wearing different faces, whispering in different tongues, stalking humanity through every age? What if she's still out there? Let me know what you think, and which of these demonesses haunted you the most. Subscribe for more myth, mystery, and darkness from around the world.